That's generally the approach I want to take. I've just been told by Marcus that we're going to have to move on in a minute. But what I might have some time to sign. Okay, I've been asked to also, since it's a bookstore, I've been asked to sign some books. Let me tell you a little bit about this book. This is a book that is a story of my first 21 years growing up in the city of Cleveland. Many of you know the story. The oldest of 7. My parents never owned a home. We lived in 21 different places by the time I was 17, including a couple cars. This is the story of an inner city family and its journey. I wrote every word of it, and you know, for better or for worse, it's gotten some pretty good reviews already. But this is something that, when you read this story, you'll realize why I am so dedicated to trying to have a more equitable distribution of wealth in the society. Why I'm so dedicated to peace, and why I really understand what people go through when they try to have a place to live, put food on the table, clothes on their kids' back, have a job, have health care, have retirement security. I mean, the practical things that relate to people's lives. I know about this because this was the riveting experience of my folks. So, and if any of you get this book and you read it, what I would like you to do is to send me an email at djkucinich@gmail and let me know what you think, because this is the first of several pieces that I'm going to be writing about in terms of my experience. But this is an interesting story about the inner city in Cleveland in the 50s and 60s. And I hope you, if you get a chance to read it, I hope you will. I'll be glad to hear from you on it. And also, the bookstore, we're making arrangements that if I'm not able to sign the book tonight, I'm going to take every book that's purchased here back to the apartment tonight and I'll sign them. I'm going to try to sign some now, but I will take them back, sign them tonight and deliver them right back, right? We're going to do that, right? So, okay, so I'm Marcus at your meeting right now, or who's ever.
Dennis, are we going to get impeachment hearings?
Yes. Let me answer that as the final question. The question relates to impeachment hearings. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to, again, go to Kucinich.us, send me an email, because what I'll do is I'll deliver it to your member of Congress. And I'll also deliver copies to John Conyers and to Nancy Pelosi. That way your message will get through 4 different times. So I want you to do this, and here's the hearings. I've talked to John Conyers, and I think John is amenable to it. There's tremendous pressure from the Democratic leadership not to hold hearings. But let me tell you something. In this Constitution, there is a Article 2, Section 4, and I want to read it to you because this was put in the original draft by the founders because they were worried about abuse of power by an executive. Remember, Washington could have been a king, but he turned it away because he knew that wasn't the path to democracy. We know the founders built this Constitution so there was a checks and balances. I'm going to read you what Article 2, Section 4 says. The President, Vice President, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors. Now, the high crimes and misdemeanors part relates to the office, really, and the abusive conduct of office by high officials. It's determined whatever Congress says is a crime is. In this case, though, we have, if you read the articles, I've made the case, and I was ready to argue that case on the floor of the House the other day with a fully annotated list that annotated the charges in the impeachment. If there's going to be hearings, it will be because of you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And that's how we're going to do it. We need at this point to insist that these hearings are a way that we reclaim our country. We have to tell the truth to the American people. And that will then lead to reconciliation. So I want to say one more time how incredibly grateful I am for each and every one of you being here. It really, I am going to remember this stop coming into this bookstore. I'm going to remember it for the passion that I just feel here. And just remember, our work must begin where we reach out and let's organize this state and any other states that are represented here. We can reclaim our country. All over our country, people are waiting for this opportunity. And I'm ready to take that stand because you're also there with me. Thank you, everyone.